rock hikes. So why did I film myself brushing my teeth this morning? Well, it's the start of the day, and it's the start of a really good day, even though this won't be an exciting video for thru hikers or people who follow YouTube backpackers, which I'm one of them. This is my first day back on trail in about a month and a half. So January 26th, my wife fell at a trailhead in the Red River Gorge and fractured her wrist in 3 places. So a little tough for me to go out on the trail on weekends when she's sitting at home, even though I go by myself a lot. She's recovering fine, no surgery, but anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna make an honest video about what it feels like to be back on the road to the trail again. Let's get to the daggone trail, that's what I say. Transformation complete. Initiate launch sequence. I'm a goober. Crazy. Extraordinary day. This is all about just peace and quiet and peace of mind, and first time out in a month and a half. Just going to do a quick little run down Rush Ridge over to Hansons Point, back up from Pincham Tight Trail to the Pincham Tight parking lot. So blue skies, a few birds, not too many songbirds yet, but love it. Hello, little blazes. I missed you. Sure is good to be back out here again. I don't like to go this long without being in the woods, but once again I can't help but feel worse for my wife than for myself. I know she'd like to be here. I'm saving one of our favorite hikes for when she is ready to go back on the trail. In the meantime, it is a nice day, and we should get some pretty good views later in the video, but in the meantime, we still have pretty nice time in the woods. I don't think there's a bad spot out here, really. Unless the water's way up, which it might be after the kind of rains we had. Record rainfall last year in Lexington area, 67 inches almost. And last time I heard the news, in northern Kentucky, we had, I think, 11 or 12 inches in January alone, like the wettest January 2019 on record too. So it's pretty wet.
So while we're walking down this beautiful trail, a little word about competition. So I've said before in some videos that I'm not a very competitive hiker or backpacker, and that'll change obviously when I retire and start doing long trails and long through hikes. But I found myself, as I've had this 6 weeks off, thinking in terms of things like, will I beat last year's mileage total? And I've never gone a whole month without hiking or backpacking in many years. And I thought, well, here I am becoming competitive like the rest of the world. So, you know, a little of that's okay. I think it can go too far for sure. So good thing about today is I'm kind of getting regrounded into why I love being out here doing this, and maybe it'll get me a little bit adjusted back towards the purpose of backpacking and to start with, which is be at peace with yourself and spend time out in nature, and yeah, just the world's pretty competitive without having to add competition to what you love to do. So there's my 1 minute sermon. How'd I do? We're approaching one of my favorite mini overlooks off Pitcham Tight Trail, right here by this blaze. Turn right and you overlook this little clearing, semi-clearing, and boy, is it nice. Now there's a pretty good drop off here, probably I'm guessing 40 feet maybe, so you don't want to make a mistake. But that whole ridge is accessible down there underneath where that cave area is, and then look at all the group camping capabilities. Now sometimes they have it roped off because they're trying to regenerate all the vegetation. Matter of fact, I think I see a sign way down there in the center part of the screen. Sure is a nice area. Just past the junction of Rough Trail and Pitcham Tight, where this bare rock is one of my favorite snack or lunch stops. This little small 6 by 12 slab of rock, you can see at the very edge of the that tree there. You got to walk around to get to that, but that's I guess the north or the southeast point of Hansons Point, not the part with the best views. And then here you got the view from the lunch spot. Not too shabby. One of the prettiest trail junctions in the gorge, mainly because it means that this is the junction for the Hanson Point Trail, which leads to arguably one of the best 3 views in the gorge. About a 20-minute trip to Gorgeous. Pun intended. things changed pretty drastically in the last hour. I knew that the sunshine I got late morning was probably more than I thought I would get. I was glad to have it for a couple of hours. Right above that little crook in the tree, you can see the sun. Right in the center of the screen, but just barely. Said it before, I'll say it again. One of my favorite short little attention getters on the Pincham Trail. This little 100-yard section with all the tan-colored boulders. Just outstanding. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I tried to take as many good shots as I could, along with perhaps a few musings and contributions from the quite often scatterbrained mind of croc hikes. Lord willing, there'll be some more videos soon. Peace.